we're going to spend the next 5 minutes or so, 8 minutes, talking about the EIDL loans, explain what those are. Those are pretty powerful loan programs too. And then we're going to spend some time answering questions. We got a ton of questions. So let's transition here real quick. So anytime there's a natural disaster, FEMA gets involved, right? And the SBA has this disaster loan program, which typically, right, if you can think like mentally Hurricane Katrina, right, when it hit New Orleans, your business, and you have physical property that's wiped out, eliminated, your business, your houses, whatever, you can apply for a loan through the disaster relief loan program. Okay, there is a variation of that program called EIDL, so economic injury disaster loan, which means you don't have any physical damage, but you have economic damage. So what happened and this was the bill they passed before the CARES Act, probably a couple weeks ago now, 2 weeks ago. They increased funding. They increased funding for these loans, and these are loans. These are direct loans, which we're going to explain right now. So basically a business, and they've opened this up to all 50 states. It was your governor of your state had to, get your state approved, and so you saw all of them sort of ratcheting up. But as of right now, I believe all 50 states are on there. So if you are a business, and you don't have to be a corporation, LLC, you still can be a sole proprietor, an independent contractor, you can be self-employed, okay? But here's the cool thing about this loan program. It is a loan. It's up to $2 million, and it's up to 30-year amortization. However, you do what they want you to do is they want you to prove that you cannot get any credit elsewhere, that you can't go to a bank. With this program, they're willing to loan you money as like your credit. And there is underwriting in this, so they have to approve you. So they look at your income, and then that's how they're going to decipher how much to loan you, and also the terms of the loan, not the interest rate, but the amortization, which can be up to 30 years. I mean, that's crazy. You can use these loans for multiple purposes. You can use them to pay off real estate. You can use them to relocate your business. You can use them for marketing. You can use them for a lot more things. Jeff, you cannot get both of these loans, the EIDL and then the Paycheck Protection loan, and use them for the same purpose.
The same business cannot borrow both.
Well, is it the same? So let me clarify this. Is it the same? I always ask you the tough questions. The same. So I was told the same business could borrow both. They couldn't use them for the same purpose. So we'll get an answer to that one. If you don't immediately know the answer to that one, we'll find out.
The way I read the bill, the way I read the statute was you can apply for both of them, but if you get the one, it prevents you from getting the other.
Okay. We'll find out.
If you get the economic disaster one, then it prevents you from getting the payroll protection. That's the way I read the bill. Okay. But once again, I'm gonna say I could be wrong. Okay.
John, make a note of that. We got to find out the answer to that question. Here's the interesting
he's having you make note that I'm saying in public in front of thousands of people that I may be wrong.
Well, that's happened before a lot, Jeff. So we're fine.
Oh yeah, in your dreams, so listen, Greg. In your dreams.
Listen, the interesting thing about the EIDL program, the disaster loan program, is that if you need immediate income up to $10,000 during the application process, you do not go through banks with this one. This is a direct link, and we're going to have the link, if we don't already, on our website, investorshift.com, or you can just Google, coronavirus disaster relief loan. Go ahead, Doc.
The actual, I'm on the site, it's covid19relief.sba.gov. covid19relief.sba.gov.
And we'll get a link to that on our site too. But essentially how you do this, right here, the application process takes a few hours. It's more like an application. You have to basically, but you don't need to have an LLC or C Corp or S Corp. It's designed for smaller businesses, self-employed individuals. When you apply, you can select that you need, so it takes So we're not sure how long it's going to take to get approved. Could take a few weeks, a week, or whatever. But you can get immediate assistance up to $10,000 in immediate assistance, where if your loan is declined, you do not have to pay the $10,000 back. So if I'm a small business, Jeff, we were just talking about this. If I'm a small business real estate investor, and let's say the CARES Act doesn't work for me, like my payroll, or for whatever reason,
if I'm a landlord, I have no self-employment income, I have no payroll, but now because of 60% of my tenants have been laid off and they can't pay, or they can only pay a part, this is a perfect loan for that person.
Yeah, it could be one tenant. It could be you own one house. It could be in theory, it could be somebody who just started a business again before February 15th, 2020. Coronavirus has impacted them. They can select this $10,000 immediate assistance option, and they're supposed to receive that within a few days. Okay, whether or not their loan is approved or not, which is a pretty big deal, which is assistance.
So let me be the lawyer here now, okay? You and I have looked at that page, and you have to self-certify the accuracy of the information under penalty of perjury. And we're borrowing money from the federal government, signing an affidavit saying everything we're putting in there is true to the best of our knowledge.
Correct.
Because if you're going to BS your way through this because you think you're going to scam a quick 10 grand from Uncle Sam,
no.
Make sure you look good in orange and you get tough before you go to prison.
Right. No, this is legit businesses, but I just wanted to make the distinction. There are so many people out there who've yet to form an LLC, or, but they have a business.
Yeah.
They're investing in things. They've invested in whether it's stuff, physical things, or information, or coaching. There are a lot of these situations out there for sure.
And now, Greg, I'm going to throw you a curveball because this just came to me as we're talking. Consistent with how we talked about reaching out to your tenants and communicating with them. For those of you that are flippers, for those of you that use contractors, handymen, one guy in a truck that's really good at doing whatever, that guy has got another option. They can also look at the expanded unemployment eligibility. For the first time ever, they may be eligible for unemployment benefits under this same CARES Act.
Right.
So they need to look at that as well too. So folks, urge the handymen, the contractors, the painters, the drywallers, the electricians that work in your businesses to check that out as well.